Hey guys, just finished watching Marvel's Avengers Infinity War for my second time, so this will be my spoiler review. Let's get into this. Let's do this. Okay, so Infinity War. Still nice. It's making noise. The battery, Infinity War. Now, this movie, so this will be my spoiler video, so there'll be no spoiler, there'll be lots of spoilers in this, and I'll be doing another video. I already have my spoiler-free video, it's already on the channel, you can check that out, and then tomorrow I'll be going to see it again, a third time this weekend, and then I'll be doing going to see it with my father, so I'll be doing in the car, talking about it as we saw it for a second time, so there'll be a longer video for discussion with that, which will be both spoilers and non-spoilers without it, as we'll see how that goes. So for the spoilers, this movie was amazing. Like I said in my non-spoiler review, it definitely feels very much like a season the season finale or something, the end of a season of TV, or the last episode of a season of a TV show, whether it's Shield, Arrow, any one of those shows. It definitely is a culmination of everything coming together, it is a great movie. All the different parts. I mean, you have one of the favorite parts is you get Red Skull coming back. That was just so pretty cool and so interesting. It's why I've been saying to anyone who hasn't seen it yet, you gotta watch some recap videos beforehand. There's a ton of them on YouTube. There's actually one. It's like 2 hours and 53 minutes, and it does everything from all the TV shows, all the one-shots, all the Netflix shows, all the movies, and even the Burger King tie-in comics that he even goes through. He goes pretty in-depth, and it's about, like I said, 2 hours and 53 minutes, and he goes pretty in-depth in it. So it's pretty cool. And in this movie, it was so great. There's so many different questions, so many threads that are left that they get picked up in here. There's at the beginning of the movie, just the whole scene when the Guardians show up to in nowhere, and they go to confront Thanos to stop him from getting the Reality Stone, and Star-Lord has his gun pointed at Thanos, and then Gamora's like, you gotta kill me, and he points the gun at her, and then he finally does, and he's tearing at her, and then when he does, just bubbles come out. Like, oh my god, mind-blowing scene. Like, it just, even the second time watching it, I could feel it, and it was such an emotional scene even the second time watching it. So it was such a great scene, so great, so amazing, so much fun watching it, and the emotional, you get so much involved, and it's all stuff that it seems like this is what what Justice League was going for. But the thing is, what they don't realize is that Marvel's been doing this for 10 years. You feel for the characters, you feel for everyone. Spider-Man had his own movie. We've seen Spider-Man now. This is a third movie, so we've seen him for this is second full movie. But I guess if you count he's in this a lot more than he was even in Civil War. So it is just so great, and the ending, everything was it, like seeing Chris Pratt when he's holding the gun, and then just bubbles come out, and it's just like everyone is just perfect in this movie. That scene was so great. I definitely can't wait to see it again tomorrow, to see what else was in the Collector's vault. And since the Collector's vault, it was all the Reality Stone, making everything, it's revealed that he had already destroyed everything, and it was all fake, and even Gamora destroying everything, killing Thanos and stuff was fake and stuff. The idea that all the different things in the background, I think those are going to be cool to check it out. Can't wait to get this to get this on digital download and stuff, and just be able to pause it and see who is in the background, who is the different people in the cases, because some of them would have been created by Thanos. So I think that's really going to be cool to seeing that. Again, like I said in my non-spoiler review, the Stanley cameo, I could have seen it better, but I feel like maybe they have a better one coming in Avengers 4. That could be cool, because I know he's already done that cameo there, so that's going to be fun to see that, and I definitely can't wait to see where things going from here. And I counted it in this movie, and at least when I saw it the second time, and I'll try to count it again, but Groot only says that I am Groot like 6 times, maybe, less than 10 times easily. So that's kind of interesting with that, interesting idea with that, just figuring it out. As to how much Vin Diesel got paid just for 6 times saying "I am Groot" type thing. And then if you look here on the how much the movie has made, just on Friday and Thursday showings, they mix it together since there's only like a few showings on Thursdays. It made $105,967,000 $967,000,000. That's like, it's a lot of money. They made over $100 million in just 2 days, a day and a bit, over in like 30 hours type thing. If you count from like 7 p.m. is when I saw it on Thursday to the end of Friday, last showing on Friday. So it was really great, and I definitely can't wait to see how things continue on from here. I mean, everything, like I said, I would have liked to see a lot more Hulk in here. So yeah, the Star-Lord scene was pretty great. Even during the credits, one thing I noticed was there's the directors would like to give a big thanks to Jim Starlin, who created the Infinity Gauntlet, created the Thanos and stuff, so that's really cool. There's also, he has a review that he posted up online, or that someone asked him his opinion on there, and he wrote a big page, so I'm going to put that up on my Instagram when I'm done with this video. So everything was pretty cool with this. I definitely can't wait to see where things going with this. I mean, at the end of the movie, one of the questions that I had was that Stark is one of the few people left on Titan. When Thanos takes off and everyone else dies. The Guardians, Chris Pratt, they're all dead. And I'm assuming that Gamora and Vision, those two are gonna stay dead. So everyone who was dead before everyone started just fading away from the gauntlet when he snapped his. I can't snap. That's one thing I wish I could do with this, is snap. No, you can't snap really your fingers with this. Oh well. But it definitely was going to be cool to see where things are going to go with that, like how things are going to continue on, like how is Stark, he got stabbed, but then he goes and sprays himself, fix up his wound. How is he going to get off of Titan? He's not on Titan alone. He's not on Titan alone. He's still there with Gamora. But Gamora, she showed up with her ship from Guardians 1, which was one of the ships from Ronan the Accuser. So it's going to be interesting to see, how does she have another way to getting off? How are they going to get off Titan? Is there any ships on there? I mean, I thought if they left, Doctor Strange alive, then maybe he can get Tony back. But since he's gone, that's going to be quite interesting to see how they get off, how he gets off of Titan. How is he going to get back on Earth? Another thing I would have liked to have explained, but I guess they don't need to waste time with it, because this movie is just very fast, boom, 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 really going and stuff. Seeing how is Tony able to breathe on Titan, but then at the same time you need to answer every other question, like when Rocket and Groot get on Earth, how are they able to breathe on Earth, and what planet are they from? And so that just gets into too much detail and stuff that you would have to explain every single different race of alien to the Guardians, or Gamora's a different alien than a different race than Drax, than Groot, than Rocket, so you'd have to explain every one of them, how they're able to survive, and what do they breathe on their planets and all that stuff. So I guess it would be too much detail, but that's something that I would have liked to have seen as to how Tony's able to breathe. Now maybe it does have something to do with the nanotechs that are inside of his suit and stuff, but even times when he has no helmet on type thing, we'll have to wait and see if they explain that. So all in all, that was pretty cool. I'm trying to think of other parts that was really interesting to me, because as they say, continue on with more parts, but everything was pretty cool. Like even when Thanos used the gauntlet and he made Drax and Mantis kind of fall apart, he made Drax fall apart like as if he was bricks, and he made Mantis kind of fall apart as if she was made out of thread type of thing. She got unraveled type of thing. That was really cool, seeing that different stuff. And then the death of Gamora, when he picks up Gamora, and the reveal that he was Gamora type thing, which is really interesting with the reveal of that, or the death of Gamora and having Red Skull back. I think that was really cool. The first time I saw it on Thursday, everyone in the theater just went whoa, and the first showing on Thursday there was a lot of clapping in my theater. There was a lot of cheering and laughing at different scenes, whereas when I just saw it today at Saturday 12 p.m. and 12 in the afternoon, it really was different, because people were still laughing at the jokes and stuff, but when the Red Skull showed up, there was not a sound made, no one reacted to it, nothing. So I'm wondering if those people, if that audience was taking it in more, they're trying to listen and be not make as much sense, try to listen and more invested to it, or is it because they were less invested to it, they didn't remember him from Captain America? So that would be another reason why I would recommend someone to rewatch some recap videos on YouTube, unless you want to spend the 256 hours watching that. But I'd rather spend that hours rewatching the movie, and just watch like 2-hour recap, then watch the movie, right? So it's really going to be cool to see where things go with all this, since the last people we have left is, Rocket is the only Guardian left. The original Avengers are still around. We got Rhodey. I'm not unsure if Wong is still alive. He could be quite useful if he's still around, because we know that Doctor Strange does perish at the end of this movie. But whether or not Wong is alive, or is Doctor Strange and Wong the only two sorcerers left in the Earth, or is there another sorcerer out there? That could be quite cool to see where something like that could go. So that'll be cool to see, as if Wong shows up, because maybe he could go get Tony and bring Tony back. That could be quite fun playing with that. The Black Panther ends up dying. I think that's going to be quite cool to see where things go. Now, I found that interesting when Black Panther dies. He dies and he disappears and he fades away. But Bucky Barnes, when he dies and he disappears when he was the first person to go, his gun that he was holding ends up dropping, and his gun doesn't fade away because it's still physical. So I'm wondering as to why Black Panther, his necklace didn't just fall. How come, I can't think of her name, it's here on IMDb. His general, they don't have her listed here. Let's see. Can't think of her name, but his general that he had, oh wow. Oya? Is that her name? I'm not sure, but his general, that his name when he died, and she was like all she was all like sad that he was gone and all that stuff. How come his necklace didn't fall from his suit and like she catch it or something? I think that's going to be cool to see what happens. Is Curie, is that her name? Black Panther's cousin, Curie. Is it? I have it here. They don't have it listed. Nebula. Okia. Curie. Shuri, that's who it is. I think that's really going to be cool to see as to how things kind of continue on with that character. Is she going to put on the Black Panther costume? Is she going to become female Black Panther for Avengers 4? I think that's really going to be cool going into that. And with some of the set photos and the way things are going to go, it looks like it could be interesting to see that, but it looks like it might be, mostly the Avengers, the main Avengers doing their stuff. So I think if it looks like it's a time travel movie based on the set photos, having this one being different, and then once they figure out, oh, here's the big battle, here's where we need everyone, that's where they call everyone in. I think it's going to be cool to seeing that. And how we don't have Ant-Man or Hawkeye in there is going to be quite interesting to see that, what's going to happen with that. How is that going to affect the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, this whole thing? Are they going to, is at the end of the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, they finish whatever their main problem is, just when they think everything is good, people start disappearing. Maybe Ant-Man's daughter starts fading away. Ant-Man's ex-wife starts fading away. That could be quite cool. Or maybe Hank Pym just starts fading away. I think that could be really interesting to seeing that. And one of those things where if you haven't watched Infinity War and you're just watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, you have no idea what's happening and it doesn't make any sense. I think that's the way I want it to happen, and that's also how I want it to happen on the S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I want it to be as if you haven't watched Avengers and you're just watching this, you feel completely lost, completely missing out, and that's how it should be, because it needs to be, because it is literally a sequel and it comes out months later. So I think that's really going to be fun to seeing how this all comes together and affects it. So all in all, this movie was really good. I really liked the way where things are going. It's going to be cool to see who ends up surviving with this. I mean, interesting that that Scarlet Witch is also dead, so we'll have to wait and see who ends up coming around. But like I said, I would like to see more Hulk with this and more explanations to why Hulk wasn't around. I don't see why Banner, he tries to pull the Hulk out all the time, but he knows that all he has to do is kill himself. He said it in Avengers, the first Avengers. All he has to do, he put a bullet in his mouth, and the other guy spit it out. So why not do that? Just be like, someone give me a gun, and then just try and kill yourself, and then he automatically will Hulk out. I didn't see why Banner didn't do that. You you're fighting this Ebony Maw and all these big guys, these big creatures. Get out of the Hulkbuster suit and jump into it. Let one of these guys stab you right in the chest, and that'll make you that'll force Hulk to come out, right? Won't it? I didn't see why he didn't ever use that option to force the Hulk out. And I think that would be cool to see more explanation as we come out. And I feel like we will get more explanation, especially as Kevin Feige is starting to do more interviews now that the movie's out, and that'll be quite fun to get some more answers like that as to why the Hulk wasn't in there. Because I would love to have seen, Hulk doing different things with different characters, and hopefully we get to see, Ant-Man going full giant man, doing all kinds of stuff. I think that'd be quite cool to seeing that, and hopefully, Ant-Man, the whole idea of, Ant-Man joining in Avengers 4 could be an interesting idea. Maybe he's house arrest, but, do they able to stop him from going full Ant-Man? I think that could be quite cool seeing that, if he kind of breaks the rules, or if he's going to be in Avengers 4 because the government says, yeah, we need your help, we'll give you this pass right now if you come and help here, type thing. That'll be quite cool to playing with that. So all in all, I can't wait to see where things go with this. How does Tony Stark get off of Titan? Where things are going to go from there? How is he going to be stuck on there? How is he going to survive? He has his stuff. That'll be quite interesting to see, because I don't see Nebula riding. Nebula just going to sit on Iron Man and fly all the way back? But at the end of the fight, when he gets stabbed, his suit, Thanos ends up ripping off Iron Man's helmet, and then another one comes up, and then he does it again, and then he's running out of nanotech. So I think that's going to be quite interesting to see. Does he have enough of a suit to even fly away? And even if he did, they're billions and trillions of light years away from Earth. They're really far away, so it's going to take them a long time. Took them a while to get there, even on that super ship that Thanos was sent them on, that Ebony Maw was taking them on. So I think it's going to be cool to see where things go from all that. So all in all, I really like this movie. I definitely can't wait to see where things are going to go from this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below for your spoiler review. And I'll probably do some more videos just talking about each key elements as I see it again, and other theories I have for just this character, just that, do more specific videos in the future as things come, as I start thinking about things, rethinking about the movie. So let me know what you think, guys, about this. And if you have anything else, any specific part about this movie you want me to talk about, give my opinion on, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.